Hey everybody, it's Monkeypuzzle, and it's time for another episode number 3 in fact, on the Primus Direwolf20 FTB 1.7.10 server. And here I am, back on our map, surrounded in this wonderful little valley by this village we found. Some folks are playing with IC2 rubber woods. Over there is a community auto spawner that Blizz made that I haven't shown you yet, but we need to talk about whether I can use it or not. We'll talk about that in a second. Over here is our smeltery, of course, and I just wanted to show you straight off that I have made a full set of alumite tools now. So we're moving on up. Oh wait, my hammer is still bronze, but I've got an alumite pickaxe that's got haste and silky, which is silk touch for Tinker's Construct, and alumite shovel and excavator and so on. And I'm using Invar armor now. I was using copper before. Oh yeah, and I've got a little friend. Here's my luggage. He's helping me carry stuff around. He takes a minute to warm up, but in a second he'll start following me around. He's always got a little delay where he's like, who am I? What am I doing? And then he should follow me around. And we haven't supercharged him yet. Hopefully we'll have a little time before the end of the episode to do that. We shall see. Oh yeah, and let me show you inside my little home here in the village. Wait, who stole all my stuff? What? Okay, I gotta no, just kidding. I've moved out. And let me take you up to the top of the hill there and show you what's going on. But I think first I'm going to show you a little clip of me paying a house call to Aaron. So let's do that, and then I'll meet you up there on top of the hill. He lives in this Origin Valley here, which is very cool, reminiscent of the alpha days. Intruder alert. Oh yeah, this must be him. Whee! Hello! He says he's got some presents for me, so we'll see what those are. So he needed 4 more leather. Woo! Oh yeah! Awesome! Woohoo! I think these both go in my baubles. I know that does. Does that? Yes. Whee! Well. Oh yeah. So we've powered up already now, thanks to Aaron. So yeah, looks like he started Botania already. That's awesome. So we're gonna do this real soon. One of the hexagons in our new tower is going to be for Botania, and then when we run out of space up there, we'll do it somewhere else. So let's try out the magnet now. Let me see. Let me try to throw away some potatoes, and they come right back. Cool. Well, it was very nice to pay Aaron a visit. Got the these nice things: Sojourner's Sash, the Ring of Magnetization. Gave him a stack of leather, a stack of steak, and a sleeping bag. I think his gifts were a lot fancier. So back at my base to be now, but still in the past, I wanted to show you a clip from my last episode. I took a whole bunch of builder's guides and I used them to shape out what I wanted to build. So on top of a tower, I put one basic hexagon, and around that there are 6 more hexagons. And these are all going to be rooms that I use to fill with my modded stuff. But I didn't get around to actually building it. I just shaped it out because that's all the time we had in that episode. So now that I refreshed your memory on that from the last episode, me and my luggage are standing up here on top of the hill, in the present, and my base, my quote-unquote starter base. Oh gosh, this happens occasionally. Blizzard Penguin gave me this book from the Crimson part of Thaumic Explorer. I forget the exact name of the book, but ever since I tried to look at it, that has been happening, and I've been getting those little research points. I don't know if that has to do with Warp, which is part of Thaumcraft right now, or not, but it's kind of spooky, but it happens, and there's nothing I can do about it that I know of anyway. Oh, by the way, I'm procrastinating showing you behind me. I've started a little cotton farm right here too. I started from like 5 seeds and spread it, and I'm sure you're really interested in that, but instead of talking about this all episode, let's look at that. So that's what I did to fill in those builder guides, and yeah, I spent actually a few days on it since you last saw me, because I figured, well, it would probably be too much to do this on camera. I don't know if you wanted to see a whole episode of me placing blocks. Maybe you do. If you like that kind of stuff, let me know. But I thought I would just get it done so we could move on to the rest of the stuff that we need to do in this map. It's just so loaded with mods. There's so many things to do. I won't say I'm overwhelmed, because I'm not, but you know, there's just a ton of stuff to do. So yeah, there it is. The base of it, I'll take you over there in a second. That's where the machine room's going to go. This is where all the other stuff's going to happen until we overfill it and we need to move on, or we find a better place, whichever comes first. But let me take you on a little tour over there. So let's just get on up over there. And first, I want to show off the front door. I used for the first time one of these big buttons. And if you press the big button, the glass comes down. These are little disguised drawbridges, and there's a little delay. If we shift right click with an empty hand, you can look inside the big button. I've got 64 cobblestone in here. That creates a delay that gives you some time to walk in there so you don't have to run in. And I've just got some really simple redstone going on down here. Let me show you real quick. So this just makes a I've just got a little piece of redstone on top of there, and that a repeater pulls the signal out of there, and then it takes it over here to these 3 repeaters, which puts the signal into these blocks. And then over here, let me go down here where I can show you a little bit better. I'm tearing my place up just for you guys. Oops, didn't need to go that far down that far. Let me see, let me get that. And come up 1. So just 3 redstone torches under here. So yeah, like I said, just simple vanilla redstone. These keep the drawbridges constantly on, and then when the repeaters give it a signal for that little time delay, it's off long enough for the drawbridge to come down. And what am I? Yeah, that's right. So let me just put my little jaded ladder back here. Yeah, and put my place back together, and I have a wow, it's happening more and more often. I've never had it happen that often. Anyway, I got a button on this side that just goes through the same path over here. Yeah, and that's how it works. So oops, I didn't mean to do that. I just meant to, let's see, can we put on the edge there? Yeah, let's put this back together. So yeah, let me give you a little tour of the rest of my castle. Look kind of castle-ish now. Yeah, I just moved all my stuff over here. I had it all down here for a little while. Right now, this is just my little sorting system for my turtling, which I'll show you in a second. And these are just all full of cobble and dirt and gravel, little tool forge, and so on. Yeah, so I had actually ladders going up here almost the whole time, and I just made these elevators, and it was quite a bit of work. I had to kill Endermen or Ender Minis, which actually, if you haven't seen them, they look like, actually let me do it this way, because I got one down here. You can check me out. Oh yeah, I still got my little creeper hat on, which I lose. But these are the Ender Minis, and they, for being small, are really tough. You can look at them, but the moment you hit them, they teleport with a vengeance and come in and just like, they hit you real hard. And right now in my current state, a couple hits, I'm dead. But I think you get Ender Pearls a lot more often with these guys. There I am with my lovely little hat. I've almost been killed by the other guys a couple times for this hat. But anyway, yeah, so I got enough ender pearls finally and wool, thanks to shearing sheep in my cotton farm over there, to make these elevators. And we can go on up. I could make another floor right here, all the way up to here. Here's the machine room. And before I show you the rest of the place, let's just talk about elevators for a second. So I made these and they didn't work at first. And I was like, why aren't they working? What's wrong? You know, and I looked up and I finally learned that it actually takes experience now to make these work, or at least that's what it comes with by default in the configs. And Monkeypuzzle has made it optional, because I guess some people complained about them being too OP or too easy or whatever. So I said, fine, I'm tired of people complaining. I'm going to make them use XP by default, but you can toggle it if you want. And so I got some XP and I tried it, and almost every jump I took, I used a level of XP. So it was really expensive with experience, and I would have to make like a giant XP farm and have tanks on every level just to use the elevators. And the elevators do what the ladders already do, just a lot faster. And so I went ahead and I asked the guys, I toggled it so that it doesn't use XP. So I want to know what you guys think about that. I think it's totally fair, and it just saves me time. I don't have to cut scenes of me climbing up ladders in my base all the time with you all. But tell me what you think about that. I think it's cool. There was a little bit of controversy on the server about it, but now I can just go up and down my base all the time. But I thought I'd tell you guys and see what you think. So anyway, here's the floor with all the other hexagons where it expands out. And I made the ceilings nice and high. We have skylights all over the place letting in the moonlight at the moment. Haven't done much up here yet, and the rest of this episode I want to try moving in, so we'll see how that goes. Right now I just have some XP up here, which would all be gone if I hadn't toggled that. And then before we start doing some stuff in here and moving in, oop, don't look over there, go upstairs. We have a living roof. I've put sod on the roof so that we can do all kinds of stuff up here. We can grow flowers for Botania. We can make farms and tree farms and whatever. So yeah, I like it a lot. It's got an excellent view of all over the place. You can see, let me see, over here, I think you can, this is the side. Oh, nope, gotta go over here. I'll learn this place eventually. I just made it. It's freshly sodded. I was going to show it with the grass still growing over, but it finally finished. Oh yeah, and this really uses the color of the grass in the rainforest to the maximum effect here. I really like the deep, deep green, and that was one of the things that also inspired me to put a lawn on my roof. Yeah, over there, Chillum has moved in. He's my neighbor now, and he's got a nice little thing going on, but don't be fooled by this rustic little cabin. There is a reactor in there. So he's got, I'm not sure if it's quite nuclear, but he's got some stuff going on in that unassuming little rustic cabin. Yeah. So anyway, let me show you a few more things. I've been working on getting some resources. I've been doing it almost primarily with turtling up to this point. So I can't elevator down there yet because I don't have enough ender pearls. So let's just head on down this way, the old-fashioned way, and get to where it's happening, right here. So I've turtled out, this was my first one chunk one, then we did a 4 chunk one. We're doing another 4 chunk one over there. How's my turtle doing? Where is he at? Hello? Oh, actually, I did restart the server right before I did this, just so we'd be real fresh. So yeah, he's stuck there. I'll have to start him over, but I'll just leave that for now, because I'm going to have to reset this stuff down there. Otherwise, it's going to take forever for him to work himself back down to the action. But I don't have any conduits or really any kind of technology yet. I did make a chunk loader, so he'd keep working when I didn't restart the server. And he's just going into a stack of gold chests that are connected with hoppers right now. Come over here. There you go. This is where my luggage helps me. He carries the dollies, and what I do every so often is, let me see, when these get full, no, that's the hopper. Yep, that one's full. That one's full. I got 2 chests on me, so let me just grab those. I just grab those with the dollies, the Jabba dollies, and those give me mining fatigue and slowness, which is a drag. Literally. But I have a solution for that. Let me just replace these real quick right there. This there's a little bit of stuff that's going to work its way down, but yeah, I just do that every so often, and then instead of me having slowness and mining fatigue, I just throw these in my luggage and I'm all good, and it doesn't seem to slow him down at all. And I've got a real crude system for sorting these out. Let me do the little cutscene to the top, or maybe I'll just fast forward. Okay, at the top, just have to jag over because we're changing systems to the elevators. And yeah, eventually they'll all be elevators. But let me see, are these done? Yeah, let me see. In this one, yeah, so let's just take these off. They might go into the hoppers, but that's okay. Grab these 2 dollies back from luggage, and then throw that one there and that one there. And what I do is, it's real kind of just manual and laborious right now, but I take cobblestone, and I actually think I need to put another chest over here. And I just take out the cobblestone and the dirt, and I throw it all over here, and eventually all the goodies filter to the bottom, and eventually I'll just have a bunch of goodies down here, and then we'll do something with those, which we can do right now with the goodies I've already have. So the last set from the other quarrying is here. I've taken out the diamonds and the other gems and stuff. This is just the stuff that's left to be processed. So now that I have this base, let's really start fully moving in. And one of the reasons I went ahead and did all this just off camera is so we can start other stuff. I really didn't want to start making things until I had all this. So in here, I'm all ready to make 2 sterling generators. We're just going to start with Ender IO right now because I know it, but we're going to do a lot of other stuff as well. We'll do some IC2, we'll do some thermal expansion. But yeah, there's the sterling generators, the sag mill, and the alloy smelter. Now, I don't have any conduits to connect these up with because A, I couldn't make that without the sag mill, and 2, and the alloy smelter actually is what I needed, and 2, I don't have enough ender pearls for item conduits. But let's see, let's go ahead and just set them up here right now in kind of a funky way that will change once we have conduits. Let's put the sag mill there, and we'll put the smelter right there. And so far right now, power is just going to be coal. I've been mining lots of coal, and when I do, I've also done a lot of caving, by the way, which I didn't mention, mainly to get the marble to build this stuff with, and I've been doing it with the looting hammer. So got a fair amount of coal. We'll just start these sterling generators off with some coal. Oh, and they're noisy. Okay, rumble, 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 rumble. We might have to toggle that sound off, and we don't need whale anymore. We know what these are. So yeah, those are going to start charging up. Oh, actually right now they're giving it to these guys. So that's really cool. Let me start using these by throwing a stack of coal in the sag mill. And let's get some coal dust. And let's see the configuration of these. The sag mill, we're going to want it to push this way into the smelter for now. I'm also going to put, let me see, do I have any chests? Let's just go ahead actually and make 4 chests I think I need. Well, I'll just go ahead and make 8. And we'll put chests on either side right now so we can configure, so we can just send stuff through the sag mill if we want. We can send stuff just through the alloy smelter if we want, or they can go to the sag mill, to the smelter, and to a chest, depending on how we configure stuff. So we have various options because of the way these things can be configured to send stuff one to another. But we've got coal powder starting to build up in here right now. So let's go ahead over here and grab some iron and some obsidian. And we're just going to throw those in here. Let's start with, let's start with just half of each for now. We'll do a stack of 32, or half a stack, excuse me. And let's see if this is configured. Over here, we want this to push into there. So what we're making now is some dark steel, and it's going to take a while because we haven't upgraded this at all. We don't really have the stuff to upgrade. A lot of the upgrades for Ender IO take going to the Nether, and I didn't want to go to the Nether before I started having my set of dark armor. So let's let the first dark steel ingot come out. I think it's dark steel, not dark iron. We'll know in a second. Here it comes. Come on. Alright, there it is, the dark steel going into the chest. I'm going to go ahead and let that stack process, and then we're going to move on to the next activities I have set up for y'all, or to do with y'all. So see ya in a moment. Well, this is going to take quite a while. We have 4 so far. And rather than me just waiting, twiddling my thumbs, let me go on recording, and hopefully we'll get enough done to do something with when I'm done showing you some other stuff. Oh, by the way, somebody left me the gift of this jack-o'-lantern here, so I just left it because it's cute. But while that other stuff is happening, let's go ahead and start Thaumcraft. You can figure out from seeing this, I want to get into Thaumcraft real quick. There's a bunch of really cool stuff in there I want to have access to right away. So let's not mess around. Let's make our iron caps, and we'll get our first wand, and let's click our bookcase and get our Thaumanomicon. There's all the stuff. There's pecs. I was just trying to do this actually. If you watched me do Monkeypuzzling the crack pack in 1.6.4, we went through a lot of this, everything except we didn't do Trahera Magi, which I guess ties into Railcraft somehow, and we didn't do Thaumic Tinkering, and oh, that's a new one, Thaumic Esoterica. Things have changed a bit, so this is now Thaumcraft 4.2. I'm really looking forward to getting the golems going again. That's one of my favorite way of automating things. All these goodies that we will get into, a lot of them are not even showing up yet because we haven't done the research. But so some things will be new, some things will be the same. But speaking of research, let's leap right into that. So here I've got some scribing tools already made, which are... Oh, it's raining out there. Luckily, we have a roof over our heads right now. Scribing tools are made, I think it's shapeless, with just a glass bottle ink, squid ink, and a feather. And if you click on this, ta-da, we now have a research table. And in the tradition from Monkeypuzzling the Crack Pack, I like to put my chair next to my research table so I can chill out and do my homework at my leisure. And I like putting it around on the edge just to give me that little bit of vertigo, but also so when I get bored from studying, I can look out over here. And that's supposed to actually be a real studying thing that, you know, you're looking real close for a long time. You're supposed to be able to look up and look out a window and let your eyes focus far away as well. And when I get bored, I can just look at Chillum and see what he's doing, and hopefully he'll do something to amuse me. So anyway, in here, we already have a bunch of aspects already. Maybe that Crimson Book, which I need to go find and show you the name of, has given me some. And oh yeah, and one other thing, before I do anything in there, oh, it put me on top of my desk that time, is in here, I've got the thermometer or thermometer, however you want to pronounce it, ready to go as well to start scanning things. Wonder, can we scan marble? Nope, nothing can be learned. Yeah, the chisel stuff, none of it does a whole lot. Can we scan some dirt, maybe? We can. So we can scan simple stuff. If I had some cobble, we could probably scan some cobble, but we can't scan a whole lot yet because we haven't really unlocked many things yet. And you have to do this in a order of progression. We're not going to go deeply into it today, but one example I know of right off the bat, I remember last time helped me unlock some stuff. First, compound aspects made from these 6 elemental aspects, I think they're called, with this earth, air, water, fire. Order and chaos is if you put earth and water together and you combine them, you get victus, which is life. So we're already starting to put some of this stuff together. And I think, if I remember correctly, life allowed me, let me just throw it out this way. Life allowed me to scan seeds. Hey, you're gonna have to go inside me. Let me see. Let me get my seeds back and get inside me. Throw my seeds back out, and then scan those. Oh, and that just gave me herba, which is another one. That's cool. I think I needed life to do that. But what was it? Was it wheat? That something gave me granum, which then allowed me to do some other stuff. I can't do it yet. Anyway, I don't have time in this episode to go through all of that, but you get the point. I'm going to go through and start unlocking the research by scanning everything and unlocking things as I go. And then by next time, we'll be able to unlock some research and do some more cool Thaumcraft stuff. And you want to learn more about that, in my Monkey Puzzling the Crackpack series, I had a whole thing on it where I went much more in depth. I might need to look at it myself and review what I did so I can remember. So let's see how the dark steel is doing. What do we got? We got 12, so that's perfect. With that, we can go ahead and make a chest plate with 8 of them. And then, oh, actually, I'm going to need 3 more. Hold on, I'll be right back. We have enough dark steel now to do what I wanted to do next. In here, I'm set up to go ahead. I think it went that way. Yeah, the Enchanter from Ender.io, which is a much more specific way of enchanting than the enchanting table is. So I'm going to skip the enchanting table altogether this time. I actually already made one for the chunk loader down there, but I didn't use it for enchanting. And we put this in here, and let's grab some XP. I'm not sure how much we're going to need. I need to make a book and quill. So let me see. We got the book. We think we need some ink, and we need a feather. It's been a minute, so bear with me here. Got that. Got that. Okay, and then we enchant the book, right? And then I got to make an anvil to do it with. So we throw the book in there. We throw that. We throw these in there because one of the first things I want to put on it is protection. That's a reasonable thing to put on your chest plate. So, oh, I need 20. Okay, so now we have enchanted book of protection 4. And let me make an anvil real quick, and we'll be able to use that. So we're going to need 3 iron blocks, which that's perfect. And then let's go ahead and do that and do that. So now we got our anvil. Throw this stuff back in there, put that in there for now, and go up here. And I guess the anvil can go over here. Let's see how much we're going to need for this, for that, and that. We need 6. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. And throw them back in there. Boom, boom. And what did I do wrong? I threw my Thaumonomicon in there. Oh, now I have 2 of them. Here it is. I'm sure that will fix itself. But anyway, there it is. We have protection 4 on our dark plate. Let's replace that out right away. Awesome. And we'll take this up all the way as soon as we have the stuff from the nether to make all the upgrades. You saw me do that in the mod sauce last season. So one more thing I want to do, just to finish out this episode. We're kind of all over the place. Just kind of moving in and upgrading and getting the stuff we need to really get going with some of the mods in this pack. Let me grab up these ferns right here, because I'm going to need them. I'm going to need 8 of them, I think, or actually, I might need more, actually. So I might not have enough stuff. I might need to go run and grab something. Yeah, actually, I think I need 12, and I have 7. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with what I needed. So let's go ahead and put what I'm making. Oh, it's 4x4, so it's going to be very hard to put it anywhere symmetrical. And I could have done this with the vanilla flowers as well, but those are actually really hard to come by on this map. So you probably already know what I'm doing. I'm just making a, I guess I can just put that there, Twilight Forest portal. Not because I'm really interested in going to the Twilight Forest yet, but because I need my luggage to be supercharged. Bam! There we go. Now I've got supercharged luggage. Excellent. And now he's all shiny and glimmery. All right. He's a little dazed from that, but he'll catch on. We'll go in there later. My main interest in the Twilight Forest is just gathering animals. I like the diversity of animals in it, the new mobs and stuff. But anyway, I think that's it for today. There's plenty of stuff. Hopefully I can get all that down to a reasonable time. Hello, Supercharged. How are you? But yeah, I hope you liked stuff I did. I hope you like my new base. I think it's pretty... Whoa! He's invincible. Don't worry. He won't get hurt. But we'll do more and more stuff with this next time. Hey, it's already looking a little bit lived in. Yeah. But that's that for today. This is Monkeypuzzle still, and I'm signing out. Bye-bye.